July 5, the opening night of ID 25. We are set. Ready. There's the light. They're off and pacing. Brilliantly away, the three-year-old Part the Greatness. He'll lead, and he'll lead for fun. Riley Rainbow moves up on the outside. Charge ahead, starting to drive through on the inside. And at this point, he's going to hold the back of Part the Greatness. Going deep into the first turn, Fact Finder. The Sun and the Moon just behind them. In excess is down on the inside. Next, Burkakara. Call to Water. Ducking down to the inside. He's four back. Then Hot Rod Harry. Ironclad dropping down to the marker line. Then Attachment. And Air Express goes right back to the tail. They're at the mile marker in the Queensland Sun. The favourite shows the way. Part the Greatness. Lead time 37.1. Margin 5 metres. Charge ahead. Racing second in the trail. Moving up 3 wide now. Burkakara. He gets nice and handy. About to land 1-1 cover. Riley Rainbow. In excess is fifth. 3 back on the inside. The Sun and the Moon. Midfield the moving line. Call to Water. Being covered up by Fact Finder. Hot Rod Harry on the outside of Ironclad. Attachment. Air Express is last. He can see them all. 1,200 metres left to run. First quarter of the last mile. 29.6. Part the Greatness leading the way, the margin 5 metres. Burkakara moves up on the outside, gets nice and handy. Charge ahead every chance, leaders back third. Riley Rainbow 1-1, in excess, pegged away 3 back. The Sun and the Moon, then Call to Water, Fact Finder. Ironclad, Hot Rod Harry, Attachment. Air Express still at the tail. No moves as they race to the back straight. 800 metres left to run. Part the Greatness shows the way, margin is still 5 metres. Burkakara's without cover. Second quarter, 31-3, so he was left alone there. He was able to pinch one. Part the Greatness, heading down the back. He's clear 4 metres. Burkakara's without cover. Charge ahead, leaders back. Riley Rainbow 1-1 in excess, the inside. Taking off 3 wide. Attachment. The Sun and the Moon stayed in. The inside, Call to Water. Fact Finder, Hot Rod Harry, Ironclad. Air Express is still at the tail. They're charging off the back. 400 metres left to run. Third quarter, 28-6. And it's Part the Greatness leading out by a neck. Burkakara's called on. Attachment starting to chime in deeper. Charge ahead on loose lines behind them. Then Riley Rainbow. That's your race. They're into the home straight. The 3-year-old going as good as anything here. Part the Greatness dropped the 4-year-olds. Races away. Margin 7 metres. Charge ahead starting to pick up late. But the 3-year-old is on the right path, and it's Part the Greatness. Part the Greatness. Charge ahead. Photo third, Call to Water or Attachment. Riley Rainbow, Burkakara in excess. Then Ironclad. Next in Fact Finder. Wider Air Express. The Sun and the Moon. Hot Rod Harry. Final split 26.9. The mild rate 155.6 for racingandsports.com. He goes to the big dance now. Part the Greatness. We've got another 3-year-old going to the Rising Sun. So he's going to join his stablemate Fate Awaits. And the Kiwi, Ribera. 3 3-year-olds now for the Rising Sun. Will this be the year that a 3-year-old wins the Rising Sun? He was brilliant tonight. Yes, he had barrier 1. Yes, he led. That was stone cold arrogant the way he dropped them at the top of the lane. Numbers are up. 1, 8, 13, 12. 1, 8, 13, 12. Interim result. Attachment third, Call to Water fourth. 1, 8, 13 and 12. Burkakara fifth. Full numbers 1, 8, 13, 12, 11. 3.5 by 1 1/4. The overall time 2:33.5. Mile rate 155.5. 37.1. 29.6. 31.3. 28.7. 26.8. Grant and Trista Dixon, Kevin and Kay Seymour, Part the Greatness. A 3-year-old bay gelding by Captain Treacherous out of Passion's Delight, a Bettor's Delight mare. 13 career starts, 7 wins. This is a good 3-year-old. And that's a statement-making victory tonight in many ways. Part the Greatness. 155.5. Tote dividends, they're about to appear. Runners now return. We've got a presentation to come following the Queensland Sun. There is the all clear. Part the Greatness. 1